Hello everybody, this is Gunther from cinema5d.com, and over the next couple of days we are going to ski with the Insta360R. But not only that, we'll also have a look at some mountain bike clips that I shot recently in Spain. So far so good, time for a break. The 360-degree dual lens module is lovely, but the Insta360 1R Twin Edition also contains a 4K wide-angle action camera module. Let's take this one for a spin. The 4K action cam module looks quite good, but how does it compare to the latest GoPro HERO8 Black? To find out, I mounted both cams on a common rail. Unfortunately, the weather turned bad the next day, which gave me ample of time to analyze the footage of the Insta and GoPro camera. The Insta maxes out at 200 frames per second in full HD, which is a bit lacking behind the GoPro, which can do 240 frames per second in full HD. Two things become obvious. First, the GoPro retains a wider field of view, and second, the image from the Insta360 is much less detailed. Next, looking at the stabilized 4K 60 mode, one can state that flow state for the Insta360 and hyper smooth for the GoPro work equally well. Image-wise, in 4K 60 the GoPro image retains a wider field of view and is way more detailed. Again, a similar situation is found in the 2.7K slow motion mode. The GoPro image is significantly wider and more detailed. Now let's compare the dedicated Insta360 standalone software to the Insta360 Premiere Pro plugin. However, unfortunately the images do not stitch so well when compared to the dedicated Insta360 standalone software. Also, the images are noisier when using the Premiere Pro plugin, and sometimes a faint green line appears, which is not the case when the standalone software is used. With that being said, I packed my stuff and headed for Spain with some friends to hit the trails on our mountain bikes. The beautiful island of La Palma presented itself with perfect weather for biking and filming. To capture the action, I mounted the Insta360 ONE directly on the bike and on my backpack, using the invisible selfie stick. Last but not least, let's have a look at battery run times. The first thing to notice, after exactly 30 minutes both cameras stop recording. The GoPro HERO8 Black shuts off, whereas the Insta360 ONE stays on. After 34 minutes the GoPro runs hot and shuts down, followed 2 minutes later by the Insta360. So I let them cool down for 20 minutes and started another recording. Then at the 51-minute mark the GoPro stops recording and shuts off with the battery low message, followed 30 seconds later by the Insta360 ONE. All in all, I find it quite impressive what the very innovative modular Insta360 ONE Twin Edition camera has to offer for the price of $480 US. The 360 camera allows totally new perspectives, allowing virtual camera moves in Full HD, and the 4K 60 action cam is included as well, with OK image quality. Overall, I can fully recommend the Insta360 ONE Twin Edition as your do-it-all companion. Thank you, don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon on cinema5d.com.